Hi everyone, I'm Leon Papkoff, CTO at Xapa.
I'm Skye Barcus, Director of Product at Xapa.
We're really excited to get together with you guys today. We're going to be highlighting our mid-October 2025 release of the Xapa platform. We decided to kind of put a video together for everyone today because there's a couple really important new features and enhancements we want to highlight for everyone today.
Definitely.
So you can kind of see here, I've logged in. I'm going through my everyday streak right away, so I'm going to go ahead and claim those rewards. I have my Xapa today I'm going to click on as well and get my 5 XP for my daily check-ins, going through that. And, today I'm actually feeling pretty motivated. I'm actually feeling appreciated. I'm feeling connected, confident. Gosh, it's hard to choose the right one, Skye. I'm going to tell you, I'm sure you already chose yours. I'm going to say motivated. I'm feeling pretty motivated today.
All right. That sounds good.
Yeah.
Appropriate for doing a video. Absolutely.
That's right. Okay. And then we'll do the complete a quest a little bit later. So we'll go in there and we'll get our extra bonus points for completing our quest a little bit later. So let's start off with the homepage here. There's a lot of new enhancements. Overall, we got a lot of really good feedback from our users, our customers, and our thought leaders in the industry. And overall, we wanted to really clean up the environment of the homepage, make it more user-friendly. We also wanted to de-gamify the platform a little bit. We wanted to change the whole micro going in and grabbing coins and keys every day and lessen that a little bit, make it more about achievements of accomplishing your quests, your experiences, and all those types of programs that you're doing every day. So kind of lower the overall gamified elements. Gamification's still in the platform, but we just kind of brought the bar down a little bit. So you're not going to see your currencies up here anymore. The other thing is we don't have the store in the main nav over here anymore. But what we have done is put the store in the upper right corner now. It's under the shopping cart icon. So at any point I can click on that and you're going to see all your rewards are there. But we have removed keys and coins now. So you're just going to be earning your XP as you go through your quests, your experiences, and your programs. And you're going to be getting crystals for that as well, which is going to be very, very rewarding, as well as your daily streak. So I've had 245 days of continuous streaks, which is something I'm very excited about.
It's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not too bad, right? So, and then some of the other changes in here, we also added in some more of a gold icons over the entire platform and things like that. So overall, making it just more intuitive for the user.
Yeah. I really like the monochrome icons. I think it really cleans up the UI and it's easier to read than all we had a lot of kind of multicolor stuff before, but
made it just too busy, right? Before.
Yeah. But I'm a fan of the new ones. So yeah. So down below the banner there, you can see we have the keep going section. We had this before, and basically this lets you see what are you already working on and what can you continue on with all that stuff. So you'll see each one of those has a progress bar because you've made some progress. You can see relatively how far you've gotten through each of those experiences listed there. So really easy to jump back to an experience that you've started working on already. Down below that, we have our recommended content. Now, we're doing this a little differently now, and it's really designed to help drive you through the program that you're working on. So what you'll see under recommended now is either the next experience in the program that you're working on or the experience you're currently working on within that program. So it's very easy to go and jump into the next thing you need to do right from the homepage.
That's right. Yeah, and so I think that's going to be a lot easier and more intuitive for people to know where to go on their behavior. And then, of course, we have our chest down below. I'm going to go ahead and open one of these because for some reason I like to save my chest, but I went ahead and opened it and gathered some of the rewards I got from previously. All right. So let's go ahead and jump over to the experience tab now. And this page has been completely redesigned. I'm really excited to showcase some of the functionality here. Before, this page used to have two tabs in it. that unfortunately confused some of our users, where now we've made everything on one tab, so you don't have to click into tabs. And we have programs at the very top, and then we have our experiences listed below all those programs. Now, for anyone that hasn't been to Xapa, you may not realize that programs are made up of curated experiences all put together in a formal program. And so we do track all that, so you get the rewards and you get extras and you get all those aspects of the program. But part of what we need to do in the platform is keep all of our users really engaged in that program. So now you can see this very first program I've chosen, and you can see it says resume program. One of the other things we've done is now by clicking on resume program, I'm going to go right into that very specific quest, which is the next quest in my journey and my learning experience, rather than just going to the overall page and then choosing it. So we wanted to be a little bit more direct with our links, which makes it.
I love this change. I really love this change, because before you had to go to the page, scroll down to whatever experience you're on, go to the quest, but now it's just like, bam, right into where you left off.
A lot easier, more intuitive, directly in there. Now, when I left that learning module, you'll now see that we have a progress on the entire program. So I'm at about 41%. I can always scroll down, and anything that has that green check mark, we know I've already completed, and that's very helpful for me. I, of course, can go back and retake any of those if I want to refresh my skills in that area, and that's also very helpful. So these are all the areas I haven't gone into yet and haven't done, so I still need to do those to complete the overall program. So now the other thing that's fantastic now is you can also select a brand new program here. So this one is it's a career accelerator. And in fact, I'm actually very interested in that. So before I click start, I'm going to go just preview all the different types of experiences that make this one up. So you can understand this one can be really, really strong. A lot of great content related to this program. So this could be very helpful for me. Now, if I select this, it's going to help me manage that program differently than the one program I'm in. So I can go ahead and hit start program. It's going to jump me right into that program like we said before. I'm going to go ahead and leave out of this a bit early. And then I want to go back to that experience page. So now you can see that that program is the default program, and all I have to do is hit resume. Now that will change the behavior of the platform to focus you on the program you chose. So even the recommended image in the very front of the homepage down here below, that's going to change to that new program, which makes it a lot more intuitive for users. Okay. I'm going to go back and switch to the original program because I know my boss wants me to get this one completed first. So I'm going to stay on that, click resume program, and then go right into that program itself. And then I'm going to get that one completed first. So that's a way that the platform, we believe, will be more intuitive, keep users on focus. And I think that's going to increase the engagement and the area of completion that needs to happen.
That's right. Now, we still have the whole list of experiences. So like if you want to go out and do, just various, you want to browse the catalog here of all these different categories: welcome, program, communication, collaboration, accountability, and trust. And you want to go just kind of like a la carte sort of learn about different things. You can still do that outside the program. So you've got this long list, just like we had before, with all these great lessons that you can learn. Mm-hmm. So we still have that functionality, but we, like Leon said, we're really emphasizing the program track because we found that's what's really important to a lot of our users now.
Yeah.
So, and what's great about the experiences list is we've added some cool functionality to it. So you'll see a couple of filters up there below that little intro. So one is a category filter. So if you select a category, why don't you do, I don't know, whatever, productivity boost maybe. Okay. You select that, and now it's just going to show you all of the experiences under productivity boost, right? So you can scroll through, browse those. You can select a different category like career accelerator, and it'll just show you those. So if you're interested in a specific category that Xapa covers, you can easily take a look at just that list of experiences without having to scroll through the big long list. Another great piece of functionality we added is bookmarking. So you can, let's say you're browsing through the catalog and you're like, oh, I'd really like to come back to that one at some point, right? So managing conflict in the workplace, that sounds interesting. You can bookmark it. Then if we go back out to the experiences page, I can click this new filter here for filtering by all or bookmarked. So if I click bookmarked, you'll see here some experiences I've bookmarked. So you can come back to these. You can remove the bookmark if you want to later on if you go through it and you're like, okay, I'm good. But it's a really great way for you to keep track of things that maybe you want to come back to or do in the future, but you're not going to do them right now.
Right. Yeah, and we're adding more and more content all the time by our very talented writing team, which is very exciting. So as we develop our content catalog even further, these filters are going to really allow people to find what they're looking for in the moments that really matter. All right, jumping into the My Xapa page. This is an overall timeline of everything you've accomplished since day one of joining the Xapa platform. So you can scroll all the way down to the bottom here and see that when the platform really started tracking my behavior as we were developing it was back in February 19th of 2025. And you can see the first experience I ever completed was making agreements that stick. And I received this badge. I got 55 XP for completing that. I did complete it on February 19th. I got 16 crystals for that overall. This agent icon, actually, which is really helpful at any point as a user, I can click on this. And what we do is we pop open our AI agent, and it's going to give an entire summary of everything I went through in that experience. And it's even going to give me a link to go retake that experience if I want to. Now, that's very helpful because honestly, Skye, the last time I finished this experience was back in February. So I might be a little bit rusty on this, and it can be really helpful to get these notes again real quick, or it might even encourage me to go and redo the experience altogether. So that's a really nice linkage that's in line with that particular item that we went through. So I really like that. Yeah.
Definitely.
Another item you can see on levels of listening, where I received 95 XP and 24 XP. I got 1 extra. And for those of you that know, at any point, you will receive extras that are inside the chests that we showed off the homepage. What's great about this now is I can click on this 1 extra, and it's just going to show me that one that I received during that period of time. So that can be very helpful for that experience. So that's very helpful. If there's multiple extras, they'll all be listed here. So this can make it a little bit easier, again, direct linkage, rather than just going to the extras button over here where you have a whole list of them. You can search for them here by name, which can be helpful, but it's kind of nice to have those on the My Xapa page when they're in line with the specific experience. So that can be helpful.
Yeah. That's right. And just for the extras, just for those who may not be familiar with it, those are pieces of collateral like white papers, infographics, charts to help you give you even more knowledge on something you worked on in the platform. So they can be PDFs or images, but here's one for 5 levels of listening. So this is kind of like a takeaway worksheet type of a thing that we provide with that experience.
That's correct.
So these are great to have it do additional learning resources for the future to come back to and those sorts of things.
Yep. And then as you scroll up, you're going to see this completed items. Those are all items below. And these items above are actually the items that are in the current program that I'm in right now. So we talked about how you select programs and how you can switch programs and how the platform keeps you focused on what to do. This also will help you do that. So now you can see out of that one program, I've already done 2 of these items that are required for that program. So those are already helpful. There's 2 green check marks there. This one bounce forward, I haven't finished yet, so I could click this box and go right into there and do it. And then the next one I have up in the lineup to complete that entire program is going to be Own It, personal accountability. And so once I complete those, I'll finish that, and then I'll select my next program or an experience, and then just continue my journey in Xapa.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, let's go over to the People tab. So here's where we have our leaderboard based on XP for your entire company. This is all going to be very specific for each customer that we have. So only the employees that are in your organization will be listed here. This is our own tenant for the Xapa company. So everyone here works at Xapa, but you can see all the individual people. I'm actually ranked number 3 right now, behind Ellen, who's one of our writers on our team, and then Christine Heckard, who is our CEO at Xapa. So that's really nice. But you have the ability to click on any of these. So I could click on Skye and get a lot more detail on you, buddy. So that's kind of nice to be able to see. You can also, all this information is optionally inputted in by Skye. Not all users will display the same information, just know that. We also have something at Xapa we call zip codes. And this is going to be your communication style, work style, and conflict style that you actually did assessments that are inside of Xperiences in our platform. And you have the right to display these to other people in your organization, or you can hide them if you feel like you're not willing to share them. So that's also really nice, as well as this information below about Skye. That's nice.
Yeah, one important aspect about the zip code I want to mention as well is that if you choose to not share that information, the AI agent also cannot access that about you. So one of Xapa's tenets is that we make sure that you control who knows certain things about you and how your data is used.
That's right.
So you can choose to let people see your communication style, work style, or conflict style. And let the AI agent use it when people maybe ask about you or how to have a meeting with you or something, or you can opt out of doing that if you're not comfortable with it.
That's right. Yep. All right. So, and then down below for every user in this area, also, you're going to see all the badges they've received. So this is where I'm getting a little jealous, Skye. I got some FOMO because you've gotten a lot of really good badges here. And these badges, you do have the ability to click on them and then see more information about that particular badge, which can be also very helpful. I love that.
Yeah.
All right, let's jump over to, we're not going to do extras because I kind of highlighted that a second ago, but let's jump over to the agent. So for those of you that don't know, we launched this agent about 6 to 8 weeks ago. For some of our new customers, they may not be fully aware of this agent, but this is a full-on AI agent. As Skye said, there's new information you can put in there, or you can opt into some data that the agent knows about you as a user, and you can opt out of that data as well. And the platform really walks you through that, so it's very understandable. But at any point, you can just type a question in and ask a user. The one thing I really wanted to highlight here, though, is your ability to change your different mentor coaches. So you have the ability at any point, you can click on the coach here, and you're going to see all the different mentor coaches that you have available here. So I like Serenity. She's really good for me. Skye, who do you use?
I usually use Zappy. He's kind of like the well-rounded, overall pleasant, encouraging.
Yep.
Up at the top there. Kind of the well-rounded, overall pleasant, encouraging type of, has a sound similar to what people are used to with a lot of, AI agents, but it has that special kind of like empathetic and kind of emotionally wise kind of aspect to it that comes from the Xapa knowledge base. Yeah.
What makes these AI mentor coaches very helpful is if you read through each one of the personas, is every time you're using the agent, it's going to respond with that personality back to you. And that can be very, very helpful, especially as you're going through different elements of your work-life scenarios that happen in your environment. So that can be very helpful. I definitely encourage every user to try out a couple different personas and use the agent. But you'll see how different the answers can be, how much emotional intelligence there is, or just how direct an agent might be with with the answers can also be helpful to find the right personality fit for you. Again, I like Serenity. I think she's awesome, so I'm going to use her. Another thing real quick to highlight is we also recently, just about 2 weeks ago, launched our smart tools. So this is where you can select different smart prompts to get the agent really going and working on things with you. You have the ability to go in and do communication templates that are all been pre-written for email, or even if you need to send something over Slack or IM, you can select those and it's going to write a template for you on the fly. The one I love the most is the role playing. These you can do role playing for a couple minutes, or you could spend an hour doing a role play. If you're a manager of multiple employees and you have a difficult conversation to have, you can go right into a role-playing situation. It can be incredibly helpful. And last but not least, but very valuable, we call it situational acumen. And this is just understanding the culture and the environment. Really good for brand new employees if they've been at the company for a year or less and they're still trying to understand the way the company does things, the culture, and the values that occur in there. This can also be very helpful to deal with difficult things, reading workplace dynamics, bringing up concerns without burning bridges within the environment, things like that can be very helpful for users. But I definitely encourage everyone to get into the agent and just start playing around with it.
Yeah.
All right, so I think that's it, Skye. I just wanted to walk everyone through this mid-October 2025 release. We're very excited about this, very happy that we were able to roll this out, help people really learn how to go through the program and keep them focused on the programs they need to do, and also add in a little more finesse and intuitiveness to the overall platform.
All right.
All right.
It's been a pleasure. Yeah, we hope you enjoy this. We overhauled some areas and kept some the same to give you the best user experience here. So we're real excited to present this to you, and thanks for your time today.
Yeah, thank you, everyone, and have a great day.